Imagine pointing the most powerful telescope ever built toward a patch of space that looks completely empty. No stars, no galaxies, nothing, just darkness. Now imagine discovering that this empty space actually contains thousands of galaxies older than almost anything we've ever seen. And some of them should not even exist. But here's the part that shocks scientists. When NASA looked deeper into the universe than ever before, they didn't just find ancient galaxies. They found something that suggests we might be seeing the very edge of time itself. And what they discovered there could change everything we know about the universe. INTRO, the mystery of the edge. For centuries, humans have asked one terrifying question. Does the universe have an edge? Or does it stretch forever into darkness? If the universe had a beginning, then somewhere out there must be a cosmic boundary, a place where time itself fades away. For decades, scientists believed we might never see it, because the universe is simply too big, too old, too mysterious. But in recent years, powerful space telescopes built by NASA began peering deeper into space than ever before. And what they found was beyond anything anyone expected. Because when we look far into space, we're not just looking far away, we're looking back in time. Main story, looking back in time. Light travels incredibly fast, about 300,000 kilometers every second. But even at that speed, it still takes time to cross the universe. For example, the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach Earth, meaning when you look at the sun, you're seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. Now imagine galaxies that are billions of light years away. Their light took billions of years to reach us. So when scientists observe them, they are seeing the universe as it looked billions of years in the past. In other words, telescopes are time machines. And no telescope demonstrated this better than the legendary Hubble Space Telescope, the experiment that changed astronomy. In 1995, scientists using the Hubble Space Telescope did something strange. Instead of pointing the telescope at bright stars, they aimed it at a tiny patch of space that looked completely empty, a dark region near the constellation Ursa Major. Many astronomers thought it was a waste of time. After all, why stare at nothing? But for 10 straight days, Hubble kept collecting light from that dark patch. Slowly, pixel by pixel, an image began forming, and when scientists finally saw the result, they were stunned, because that tiny black patch of sky was not empty at all. It was filled with thousands of galaxies, each one containing billions of stars. This image became known as the Hubble Deep Field, and it revealed something mind-blowing. The universe was far more crowded than anyone imagined. But then NASA went even deeper. Years later, scientists pushed the experiment even further. Using improved technology and longer exposures, they captured an even deeper image, one that looked farther into the past. This image became known as the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, and it showed galaxies that existed over 13 billion years ago, meaning we were seeing the universe when it was less than a billion years old. Imagine this. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. These galaxies formed when the universe was still a cosmic baby. But here's where things got strange. Some of these galaxies looked far too large and developed for such an early time. It was like discovering a fully grown city in the middle of ancient prehistoric Earth. Scientists began asking a disturbing question. Did the universe form faster than we thought? Or are we missing something fundamental about cosmic evolution? The New Generation Telescope. Then came the most powerful telescope ever built, the revolutionary James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021. Designed to see farther back in time than any instrument in human history. Its mission was simple: look for the first galaxies ever formed. Scientists expected to see tiny, primitive galaxies, barely formed, chaotic. But when James Webb Space Telescope started sending images back to Earth, something impossible appeared. Galaxies that looked too mature, too organized, too massive, and far older than they should be. Some scientists described it as cosmic shock, because these galaxies seem to exist only 300 million years after the Big Bang. But according to our models, that shouldn't be possible. Not even close. Mind-blowing facts. Think about this for a moment. If you hold a grain of sand at arm's length, the area of sky it covers contains thousands of galaxies, and each galaxy may contain hundreds of billions of stars, and many of those stars likely have planets, which means the universe might contain trillions of worlds. Now imagine something even stranger. The universe isn't just expanding, it's expanding faster and faster. This discovery shocked scientists in 1998. The mysterious force driving this acceleration is called dark energy, and it makes up about 68% of the entire universe. But here's the scary part. Scientists still don't know what it actually is. The edge of the observable universe. So where exactly is the edge NASA found? Technically, the universe may not have a physical edge at all, but we do have something called the observable universe. This is the region of space whose light has had enough time to reach Earth since the beginning of the cosmos, and its radius is about 46 billion light years. Yes, even though the universe is only 13.8 billion years old. This is because space itself has been expanding the entire time, meaning the true universe may be far larger than we can ever see, maybe infinitely larger. Twist, the oldest light ever seen. At the very edge of the observable universe, scientists discovered something incredible: the faint afterglow of the cosmic microwave background. This radiation is the oldest light in existence. It was released about 380,000 years after the Big Bang. Before that moment, the universe was so hot and dense that light couldn't travel freely. Space itself was like a glowing fog. But once the universe cooled, light finally escaped. And that ancient light still fills the universe today. It's like a cosmic fossil, a snapshot of the universe when it was newborn. And when NASA satellites like WMAP and Planck satellite mapped this radiation, they discovered tiny temperature patterns. These patterns reveal the seeds of every galaxy in the universe, the terrifying unknown. But the deeper scientists look, the stranger things become. Some galaxies appear too massive too early. Some regions of space show unexpected structures. And some measurements suggest the universe might be expanding at different speeds depending on how we measure it. This mystery is called the Hubble tension, and scientists still don't know how to solve it, which leads to a haunting possibility. What if our entire understanding of cosmology is incomplete? Imagine this. Imagine standing at the edge of the observable universe, looking back toward Earth. Our galaxy would be invisible. Our sun, a microscopic dot, and our entire human civilization would be smaller than a grain of dust in a cosmic ocean. But then something impossible happens, because the farther we look, the more the universe seems to defy our expectations, almost as if the universe still holds secrets we haven't even begun to understand. So what did NASA really find at the edge of the universe? Ancient galaxies, the first light of creation, and clues that the cosmos might be far stranger than we imagined. But the most incredible discovery might be this: every time we build a better telescope, every time we look deeper into the darkness, the universe doesn't become simpler. It becomes more mysterious, more beautiful, more terrifying. And somewhere out there, beyond the edge of everything we can see, the universe may still be hiding its greatest secret. A secret waiting for humanity to discover. Discoveries became because astronomers weren't just finding galaxies, they were finding the first galaxies ever formed. right after the universe was born. Using the powerful James Webb Space Telescope, scientists began detecting galaxies that existed only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. To understand how shocking this is, imagine the universe as a human life. If the universe were 80 years old, these galaxies appeared when it was only 2 years old. That's incredibly early. Too early. Because according to traditional models of cosmic evolution, the first galaxies should have taken much longer to form. But then something impossible happened. Some of these early galaxies were enormous, massive structures containing billions of stars, and they appeared far sooner than scientists predicted. It was as if the universe skipped its childhood and grew up overnight. Scientists around the world began asking a frightening question. Did the universe evolve much faster than we thought? Or is our entire understanding of cosmic history wrong? The Cosmic Dark Ages. To understand what NASA found at the edge of the universe, we must travel back to a time known as the Cosmic Dark Ages. This was a period when the universe had no stars, no galaxies, no light, just darkness. After the Big Bang, the universe expanded rapidly. It cooled down. Matter slowly began to form. But for hundreds of millions of years, the universe remained completely dark. Imagine floating in space back then. There would be nothing to see. No stars lighting the sky. No galaxies glowing in the distance. Just an endless black ocean of space. But slowly, gravity began pulling matter together. Clouds of hydrogen gas started collapsing. And eventually, the first stars ignited. These were not ordinary stars. They were cosmic giants. Some were hundreds of times larger than our sun, and they burned incredibly bright. For the first time in cosmic history, light returned to the universe. Astronomers call this moment cosmic dawn. And today, telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are finally able to see the light from this ancient era, a cosmic web. But galaxies are not scattered randomly across the universe. They are connected by something enormous, invisible, and terrifying. Scientists call it the cosmic web. This gigantic structure stretches across the entire universe. Galaxies cluster together along long filaments made of dark matter. These filaments form massive networks, and between them lie vast empty regions known as cosmic voids. Imagine the universe as a gigantic spider web. Galaxies sit along the threads, while the empty spaces between them are almost completely void of matter. But here's the shocking part. The cosmic web is shaped primarily by dark matter. And dark matter is something we cannot see at all. It does not emit light. It does not reflect light. It is completely invisible. Yet it makes up about 27% of the entire universe. Without dark matter, galaxies would never have formed, and the universe would look completely different. But scientists still have no idea what dark matter actually is, the biggest structures ever found. As telescopes became more powerful, astronomers began discovering structures in space so large they seemed almost impossible. One example is the Hercules, Corona Borealis Great Wall. This enormous structure is a massive cluster of galaxies stretching over 10 billion light-years across. To understand how huge that is, our entire galaxy, the Milky Way, is about 100,000 light-years wide, which means this structure is 100,000 times larger than our galaxy. And yet, it is only one part of the universe. Imagine standing far outside the universe and looking back. You might see enormous cosmic patterns, galactic walls, clusters, filaments, almost like the universe itself is forming a giant cosmic brain. Some scientists even wonder, could the universe be structured in ways that resemble neural networks? The similarities are surprisingly close. The possibility of other universes. But perhaps the most mind-blowing theory about the edge of the universe is that our universe might not be alone. Some cosmologists believe that what we call the universe may actually be just one bubble in a vast cosmic ocean. This idea is known as the multiverse theory. According to this theory, there could be countless other universes, each one with different laws of physics, different stars, different galaxies, maybe even different forms of life. Imagine this. Some universes might have stronger gravity, others might have no stars at all. Some might collapse instantly, while others expand forever. And our universe just happens to be one where life became possible. But here's the chilling part. If the multiverse exists, we may never be able to see the other universes. They would exist beyond the edge of what our telescopes can detect, forever hidden. The future of exploration. Humanity's search for the edge of the universe is far from over. New telescopes are already being planned. Future missions may reveal galaxies even older than those seen by the James Webb Space Telescope. And scientists hope one day to observe the very first stars ever born. Some researchers even dream of detecting signals from the moment space and time first began. But the deeper we explore, the more mysterious the universe becomes. Every discovery raises new questions. Every answer reveals new mysteries. And perhaps the most incredible truth of all is that the universe is still largely unknown right now. As you watch this video, you are sitting on a tiny planet, orbiting an ordinary star, inside a galaxy containing hundreds of billions of stars. And that galaxy is just one of trillions, all drifting through a universe that may extend forever. Somewhere out there, beyond the farthest galaxies we can see, beyond the faint glow of ancient cosmic light, there may be secrets so profound they could change everything we know about reality, and humanity has only just begun to search for them. The moment time began, but to truly understand what NASA found at the edge of the universe, we must travel even further back, further than galaxies, further than the first stars, further than anything that has ever existed, back to the moment time itself began, because according to modern cosmology, the universe was not always here. Around 13.8 billion years ago, everything that exists today, every galaxy, every star, every planet, and every atom in your body, was compressed into something unimaginably small, a point of infinite density, a moment scientists call the Big Bang. And then, in less than a fraction of a second, the universe exploded into existence. Space expanded, energy spread everywhere, and the building blocks of reality were born. But here's the strange part. Scientists believe that during the first tiny fraction of a second, the universe expanded faster than the speed of light. This moment is known as cosmic inflation. During inflation, the universe grew from something smaller than an atom to something larger than entire galaxies in less than a second. And the faint fingerprints of that explosive expansion are still visible today, the oldest light in existence. At the edge of the observable universe, scientists discovered something extraordinary, a faint glow filling every direction in space. This glow is known as the cosmic microwave background. It is the oldest light we have ever detected, a relic from when the universe was just 380,000 years old. Before that time, the universe was so hot and dense that light could not travel freely. Photons were constantly crashing into particles. Space was like a thick glowing fog. But eventually, the universe cooled, atoms formed, and light finally escaped. That ancient light is still traveling through space today. And when scientists map it carefully, they see tiny patterns, tiny temperature differences. And those patterns reveal something incredible. They show the very first seeds of galaxies, the tiny fluctuations that would eventually grow into the cosmic structures we see today. The mystery of dark matter. But as astronomers studied distant galaxies, they discovered something deeply puzzling. Galaxies were spinning too fast. So fast that gravity alone should not be able to hold them together. According to physics, these galaxies should be flying apart. But they aren't. Something invisible is holding them together. Scientists call this mysterious substance dark matter. Dark matter does not shine. It does not absorb light. It does not interact with normal matter in ways we can easily detect. But its gravity shapes the entire universe. Without dark matter, galaxies would never have formed. Stars would never have clustered together. And life as we know it might not exist. Yet despite decades of searching, scientists still have no idea what dark matter is made of. The force pushing the universe apart. Just when astronomers thought the universe couldn't get more mysterious, another discovery shocked the scientific world. In the late 1990s, scientists studying distant supernova explosions made an unbelievable discovery. The universe is not just expanding. It is expanding faster and faster. Something is pushing galaxies away from each other. Something powerful. Something invisible. Scientists call it dark energy, and it dominates the cosmos. Dark energy makes up about 68% of the entire universe, which means everything we can see. Stars, planets, galaxies, makes up less than 5% of reality. Let that sink in. Everything humanity has ever observed is only a tiny fraction of the universe. The rest is still a mystery. The edge we can never see. When people ask, "Where is the edge of the universe?" the answer is complicated, because the universe might not have a physical boundary. Instead, we have something called the observable universe. This is the region of space whose light has had time to reach us since the beginning of the cosmos. Beyond that distance, light simply hasn't had enough time to arrive yet, which means there may be vast regions of the universe we will never see. No matter how powerful our telescopes become, those regions exist, but they are forever beyond our cosmic horizon. A terrifying possibility. But here's a thought that keeps some cosmologists awake at night. What if the universe is infinite? If space truly stretches forever, then somewhere out there, every possible arrangement of matter must eventually exist. Another Earth, another galaxy identical to ours, maybe even another version of you. Reading this exact moment, it sounds impossible, but mathematically, an infinite universe would make it unavoidable. The future of the universe. But what happens next? What is the ultimate fate of the cosmos? Scientists have several theories. One possibility is called the Big Freeze. In this scenario, the universe continues expanding forever. Galaxies drift farther apart. Stars eventually burn out. And trillions of years from now, the universe becomes a cold, dark place. Another theory is the Big Crunch. If gravity eventually overpowers expansion, the universe could collapse back inward. Galaxies would fall together. Temperatures would rise. And everything would compress into a dense state again, almost like the reverse of the Big Bang. But there is an even stranger possibility. Something scientists call the Big Rip. If dark energy becomes stronger over time, it could eventually tear apart galaxies, then stars, then planets, and finally even atoms. Space itself would literally rip reality apart. So what did scientists truly find at the edge of the universe? Not just distant galaxies, not just ancient light, but evidence that the cosmos is far stranger than we imagined. Every new discovery leads to deeper mysteries. Every new telescope reveals new questions. And perhaps the most incredible truth of all is that humanity has only explored a tiny fraction of the universe. We are like explorers standing on the shore of an infinite cosmic ocean, looking out into darkness, wondering what lies beyond the horizon. And somewhere, far beyond the edge of the observable universe, the greatest secrets of existence may still be waiting for the day humanity finally discovers them. beyond the cosmic horizon. But what lies beyond the edge of what we can see? Astronomers call our visible region the observable universe. It is the farthest distance light has been able to travel since the universe began, roughly 46 billion light-years in every direction. But here is the strange part. That boundary is not a wall. It is not the end of space. It is simply the limit of what our eyes can reach. Imagine standing in a thick fog. You can only see a few meters ahead, not because the world ends there, but because your vision cannot go further. The universe works in the same way. Beyond the cosmic horizon, there may be billions of galaxies we will never see, entire cosmic civilizations, stars and planets forming and dying, all hidden forever behind the curtain of time. The first stars. After the Big Bang, the universe was dark for hundreds of millions of years. But eventually something incredible happened. Gravity began pulling enormous clouds of hydrogen together. Slowly, silently, these clouds collapsed. Pressure increased. Temperatures rose. And then, for the first time in the history of existence, a star ignited. These were known as population 3 stars. They were unlike anything we see today. Enormous, violent. Some scientists believe they were hundreds of times larger than our sun. These giant stars burned extremely fast. They lived for only a few million years. But during their short lives, they created the first heavy elements in the universe. Elements like carbon, oxygen, iron, the same elements that now exist in your body, which means something extraordinary. Every atom inside you was forged inside ancient stars. You are literally made of cosmic history. Galaxies begin to form. As these early stars exploded in powerful supernovae, they filled the universe with heavier elements. These elements began forming new stars. Stars gathered into clusters. Clusters merged into massive systems. And slowly, the first galaxies were born. One of them would eventually become our home, the Milky Way. But galaxies themselves are not isolated islands. They are part of enormous structures stretching across space. Clusters, superclusters, and gigantic cosmic filaments forming the cosmic web. This structure connects galaxies across billions of light-years. It is the largest architecture in the universe, and it was shaped by something invisible. In recent years, observations from the James Webb Space Telescope have revealed galaxies that existed only a few hundred million years after the Big Bang. Some of these galaxies are so distant, their light has been traveling for over 13 billion years, which means when we observe them, we are seeing the universe when it was just beginning. But here is what shocked astronomers. Many of these galaxies appear too large, too structured, too evolved. It is almost as if the universe built complex galaxies much faster than our theories predicted. This discovery has forced scientists to reconsider long-standing models of cosmic evolution. Because if galaxies form faster than expected, then something in our understanding of physics may be missing. The possibility of cosmic recycling. Some scientists believe the universe may go through endless cycles: birth, expansion, collapse, rebirth. In this theory, the Big Bang might not have been the true beginning. Instead, it could simply be the latest chapter in a cosmic cycle, a universe collapsing into itself, then exploding outward again, over and over, for eternity. If this idea is true, then our universe might have had countless predecessors, entire universes that existed before ours, now gone, leaving only faint clues hidden in cosmic radiation, a universe full of mysteries. Even today, astronomers estimate that we have discovered less than 5% of the universe. The rest is made of mysterious components like dark energy and dark matter, unknown forces shaping the cosmos, invisible structures guiding the motion of galaxies. And somewhere beyond the cosmic horizon, there may be phenomena we cannot even imagine yet. Entire forms of physics waiting to be discovered. The human perspective. Think about how far humanity has come. Only a few thousand years ago, humans believed the Earth was the center of everything. Then we discovered our planet orbits the Sun. Later we realized the Sun is just one star among billions in the Milky Way. Then we discovered billions of other galaxies. And now, we are peering almost all the way back to the beginning of time. With telescopes floating in space, humanity is slowly uncovering the history of the universe itself. And yet, the deeper we look, the more mysterious everything becomes. The cosmic question. So what did scientists truly find at the edge of the universe? They found ancient galaxies, the oldest light in existence, the fingerprints of the first moments after creation. But more importantly, they found questions. Questions about dark matter, questions about dark energy, questions about how the first galaxies formed so quickly, and questions about whether our universe is only one among men. Imagine standing on a distant planet, looking out into the night sky billions of years from now. The galaxies may be farther apart, the universe may be darker, but somewhere, new civilizations might be asking the same question we ask today. What lies beyond the edge of the universe? And the truth is, humanity may spend thousands of years searching for the answer, but the universe will always remain just a little more mysterious than we expect. The birth of our galaxy. Long before Earth existed, long before our sun was born, something extraordinary was happening deep in space. Clouds of gas and dust were slowly gathering. Gravity was pulling matter together across millions of light years. Over time, these enormous clouds began collapsing inward. Stars ignited, clusters formed, and eventually a giant spiral galaxy emerged. Our home, the Milky Way. This galaxy contains more than 100 billion stars. Some are small and faint. Others are massive blue giants burning millions of times brighter than our sun. And scattered among those stars are billions of planets, many of them likely worlds we have never imagined. But the Milky Way is only a tiny piece of something far greater, because our galaxy is part of a massive collection of galaxies known as the Local Group. And beyond that lies an even larger structure called the Virgo supercluster. These enormous structures stretch across hundreds of millions of light years, and they are all connected by the invisible framework of the cosmic web. A dangerous neighbor. At the center of the Milky Way lies something terrifying, a supermassive black hole known as Sagittarius A star. This monster contains 4 million times the mass of our sun. Its gravity is so powerful that nothing can escape once it crosses a boundary known as the event horizon. Not even light. Yet despite its terrifying nature, this black hole helps keep the galaxy stable. Stars orbit around it like planets around a sun. And without it, the structure of the Milky Way might be completely different. Black holes are not just cosmic destroyers. They are also cosmic architects. The collision that will change everything. But galaxies are not permanent. They move. They collide. And sometimes they merge into something entirely new. Right now, our galaxy is slowly drifting toward its largest neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. This gigantic spiral galaxy lies about 2.5 million light-years away, and it is moving directly toward us. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will collide, but the collision will not be like cars crashing on a road. Stars are so far apart that most will pass by each other without touching. Instead, gravity will slowly twist both galaxies into a new shape. After billions of years of merging, a single giant galaxy will remain. A new cosmic home formed from the ashes of two ancient systems, the most violent events in space. While galaxies evolve slowly, some cosmic events are incredibly violent. Among the most powerful explosions in the universe are gamma ray bursts. These bursts release more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. They occur when massive stars collapse or when neutron stars collide. For a brief moment, they become the brightest events in the universe. If one occurred too close to Earth, the radiation could strip away our planet's atmosphere. Fortunately, most gamma ray bursts occur billions of light years away. But they remind us that the universe is not just beautiful, it is also incredibly dangerous. The strangest objects in existence. Deep in space, scientists have discovered objects that push the limits of physics. Among them are neutron stars. These are the collapsed cores of massive stars. They are unbelievably dense. A single teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh billions of tons. And some neutron stars spin hundreds of times every second, beaming powerful pulses of radiation across space. These spinning stars are called pulsars. They act like cosmic lighthouses, flashing signals across the galaxy. And studying them has helped scientists test some of the deepest laws of physics. The quest for other life. As telescopes become more powerful, astronomers are discovering thousands of planets orbiting distant stars. These worlds are known as exoplanets. Some are scorching hot gas giants. Others are frozen ice worlds. But a few exist in a special region around their stars called the habitable zone, where temperatures might allow liquid water to exist, and where life might be possible. Scientists estimate that there could be billions of habitable planets in our galaxy alone, which raises an incredible possibility. Humanity may not be alone in the universe. Somewhere, on a distant world orbiting a distant star, another civilization might be looking at the sky, wondering the same thing. The far future of humanity. If humanity survives long enough, our descendants may travel far beyond our solar system, perhaps even beyond our galaxy. Future civilizations might build enormous starships, or harness the energy of entire stars. Some scientists have even imagined structures known as Dyson spheres, massive megastructures built around stars to capture their energy. With technology like that, an advanced civilization could explore vast regions of the universe, maybe even reach galaxies billions of light years away. The cosmic perspective. Right now, you are standing on a small rocky planet, orbiting an ordinary star, inside a galaxy containing billions of stars. And that galaxy is only one of trillions scattered across the universe. When astronauts first saw Earth from space, they described something profound. There were no borders, no countries, just a fragile blue world floating in darkness. The universe reminds us of something important. No matter where we come from, we are all part of the same cosmic story. As telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope continue exploring deeper into space, humanity will uncover even more incredible discoveries. New galaxies, new mysteries, new questions about the origin of everything. And perhaps one day, we will finally understand what truly lies beyond the edge of the universe. But until that day arrives, the cosmos will remain what it has always been: a vast, beautiful, and endlessly mysterious ocean of stars.